A lot is going on. A lot is happening on justice for Mohbad. A lot is happening. We have internal crisis that some people believe might cause some kind of, or let's say an implosion that might disrupt the foundation of justice seekers. And we also have, on the other hand, some will say that Mohbad is giving them the heat, that Mohbad is increasing the temperature. Mohbad is giving them the stress. Mohbad is routing them out. Mohbad is dealing with them. Cynthia Omonwo Adebanjo, she came out to talk and she has not stopped talking. I mean, she has not stopped talking. Mohbad's father's brother, Muyiwa, had to respond to Cynthia. Cynthia placed allegations on him on national television, claiming that the man is sick and that man needs money. That is why they are fleecing members of the public. Now we have YOMI FABIYI too on one side. It's a serious issue. It's a serious matter. This justice for Mohbad reminds me of Yoruba nation agitation and Biafra agitation, spearheaded by the Biafran, spearheaded by the man who has been incarcerated. I'm talking of Nnamdi Kanu, and also Yoruba nation agitation, spearheaded by Sunday Igboho and others. Now, the same group of people who were on the Yoruba Nation movement, of course, on Justice for Mohbad, we have even people who are non-Nigerians interested, talk about East Africa, talk about West Africa, of course, comprising of Nigeria, talk about there is so much attention that has been put on Justice for Mohbad. But there is one thing that connects this to the struggles that I talked about, the separation or emancipation that I'm talking about. People tend to quickly pick enemies. People are very quick to say, "Oh, that person is not for justice." That person. I'm not saying that people should not be profiled and then judge accordingly. Nobody wants anyone to take advantage of the other person. But then it seems, this thing about crab mentality. I want to be on top. I want to be the one shining. I should be the one that this should be given to. I'm the one. It is my this that is supposed to handle it. You are not fit for it. You are not for this. You are anti-justice. You are this and that. It is bound to happen anyway. People will have their opinions and all of that. The reason why this is happening, I will tell you, is because majority are lawless. That is the truth of it. In fact, this justice for Mohbad that we are all talking about and pushing and pressing about, and the complexity surrounding it, it's as a result of lawlessness. Lawlessness and lackadaisical attitude on the side of the police, the Nigerian police, let me just say the police officers that are appointed to investigate this matter. And I will say the Nigerian police because they are aware of what is happening and they are not stupid. They have listened. I believe so, because what else? What other job do they have? At least they have department that observes public opinion and conversation on social media. They should have realized that something is not right here. But because these people are like that, that is why we, rather than us, of course, the public is also needed. Media is needed to make sure that those that we have appointed or people that have been selected, they do right and do the right thing. Look at Cynthia gallivanting all over social media, talking right, left, and center. Like I said, Mohbad's father's brother, power of attorney, he had to respond to Cynthia because he knows the enormity of what she's saying. No accusation should be left without being responded to. Let it be official too. It is not true. This is what I am requesting. I want transparency. I want integrity. I want truth. I want everything to be accounted for. And I do not want accusation of Mohbad's father. How come a man, not that he wished or prayed that his son passes away, all of a sudden he's now, he wants property. But you don't want to get DNA done. And you don't want property. Is Mohbad your property? Mohbad is your property to own and honor life. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this matter is getting serious. It is getting serious. Like I mentioned, YOMI FABIYI and Mohbad's father, and it's a complex matter. Without further ado, let us jump right into
J4M, referring to myself and some other gladiators and generals. We gave him a harmless advice to tread softly in J4M. But he took that advice and threw it in the bin. He went his own way. He has forgotten pé tá lọ bá lọ àbọ̀ máa ń bọ̀. Àbọ̀ tó bọ̀ yìí òun ló dé bá Yomi FABIYI lónìí. When a man puts material things ahead of his value in life, such a man always ends up in disaster and shame. Yomi FABIYI always says something. Ẹ kóra yín jọ, ẹ wá bá mi lórúkọ jẹ́, ẹ ń ṣe kí ni, I will just be laughing. That man is an enemy of himself. He is the greatest enemy of himself. He allows his mouth to talk faster than his brains. And that is what has been making part for his destruction. What is undergoing now is what we call internal destruction. Program cell death, apoptosis. That is what they call it. And that is what is going through. I keep saying it. Nobody among the gladiators and generals has any personal vendetta against that man. What we will not stand is for him to throw Emperor Joseph Alomba under the train, to pull him down in order to build his own NGO. Emperor Joseph Alomba, he is an authority in J4M. In fact, not a virtue of your celebrity, not a virtue of your age, can you displace him from that pinnacle where he is presently seated. Nature has placed him in a position that he himself never wanted. If he was to ask to make a choice, he did not choose to lose Mohbad. Wunmi Cynthia Adebanjo killed his son and put him in that position of the father of the victim. He's not in a position that he craved for. Nature put him there forcefully. Wunmi Cynthia Adebanjo made him a father of the deceased forcefully by killing his son. However, we can see a lot of envy. People now start aspiring to occupy that space without aspiring to pass through what he passed through. Níbo lẹ ti rí wẹ̀ rí? Níbo lẹ ti rí wẹ̀? You do not want to lose a child, and yet you keep on competing with him with every words and every actions of yours. It is only useless fathers and mothers like that of Iya Wunmi, like that of Jokem, that will stand against Emperor Joseph Alomba in whatever circumstance. And that is why when I look at those people that are supporting Yomi today, go and check all of them out. They have one thing in common. They are all enemies of Emperor Joseph Alomba. I'm saying this categorically. Even the ones that have not got the tag are only hiding because they do not want to be recognized as anti-justice. but in their mind and their handiworks, they are anti-justice. The fake Abiyamas and fake Baba Yagas, they are a set of irresponsible people. Most of these women that will take Babaloba Emperor and start abusing him, they don't have good men as husbands in their respective homes. In fact, they are both husbands and wives of themselves. They don't bow to anyone. They don't answer to anyone. And they are the one that are castigating Emperor Joseph Aloba. These are the set of women that cannot afford to do the DNA for their children because they have graced many births, either in their young age or even at this old age. The set of camera down, camera up, camera middle. These are the women that pack themselves together like a pack of biscuits. These are the women that form association of I am not for Baba Mohbad, I am for Mohbad. I'm not for Baba Mohbad, I'm for Mohbad. Go and look at all of them. If you don't looking for where to see them, if you don't see them, go to Joken platform at exactly 12 midnight. You will see them there. That is their uniform. Ọkọ kan òkú kan bọ́ọ̀dù ni. Ọmọ méje, bàbá mẹ́jọ. Ọmọ mẹ́fà, bàbá mẹ́sàn-án. That is their trademark. These are the kind of women that will be telling that man, Ipe ó pẹ́ kọ́mọ ẹ̀ tó kú, ó ga ó nìkan tó àti Wùmí jọ dì papọ̀, ó láṣìírí kankan tó ti gan. They are useless by nature. They wish, in fact, at the time I was thinking, is that maybe some of them, maybe they've been planning to knock Emperor Joseph Aloba. Because the disdain, the hatred they have against him is immeasurable. They are desperate to have him. These women are visionless and they have failed in their life. They failed their late husband or husbands. They have failed their many children with no fathers. And when you look at them, what do you expect them to say when it comes to justice for Mohbad? And you hear them, they will be telling you, don't talk about the DNA. There's nothing concerns us about the DNA. Our cousin talk about the DNA. And talk about Mohbad our DNA. And I look at them, I say, okay, now I understand. When you yourself, you know, the way you are jumping from one bed to another, you know, even you are a master to Wunmi when it comes to going from one hotel to another. You want to go, man, to big over my food. Báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ castigate Wunmi? Báwo ló ṣe fẹ́ pé Wunmi jáde pé Wunmi ta ló bímọ fún? Ó lè pé. Nítorí ó mọ̀ pé Wunmi gan ó ń kọ́ṣẹ́ lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ nígbà tó wà ṣọ́gòdè. Àti ìgbà tó tún wá di ọ̀yánúgbá, the same òwò àgbèrè òun náà ló ti ń ṣe bó ṣe dàgbà tó náà still ó ti ń yáàdì kiri ni. How can you be asking Wunmi for DNA? You cannot talk about DNA. It's not possible. And those are the times they say, ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọmọ yẹn, ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹni tó lọ mọ́ family business wọn nìyẹn, èmi ò sọ̀rọ̀ pa ẹ̀. And I begin to wonder, are you deaf? Are you deaf when they are saying ikú tó yẹ kí Liam kú oní Mohbad kú ṣé ẹ̀sùn ni àbí ẹ ti yín di àbí ẹni partial and total deafness? Ṣé bá need the hearing aids, go and get hearing aids for crying out loud. You cannot separate the justice for Mohbad from Liam paternity disputes. They are interwoven. àlè ló pa Mohbad wọ́n confirm ẹ̀ ni pé àlè ló pa Mohbad. A synergistic relationship between Wunmi and Baba Liam was what resulted in untimely demise and death of Mohbad. Are you people deaf? If you are not talking about DNA, then you are not doing justice for Mohbad. I know some of you have signed a pact with Baba Liam. Baba Liam has been financing you. Jokem, you have been collecting money from peers. You are in constant touch with peers. So how can you be talking about DNA when peers said they are here in just for Mohbad to defend Liam's interest? No wonder you said, "Emma, I can't so on DNA. Emma, I can't so on DNA." Jokemu, ti ta. Àti gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ kó ẹ̀yin ṣe problem yẹn, ti ta. Èmi ni mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. You guys are hypocrites. You are total hypocrite. You are failures. Failures to your children. Failures to your late husbands and husbands. Failure in all ramifications. You do not deserve a moral standing to ask for justice. And that is why you cannot ask for justice. You are liabilities. Even the men among you that have been talking up and down, they know it truly well that their children are like fatherless children because they themselves are not responsible for the upkeep and care of their children. They know their wife has brought bastards to them at home. That's why they cannot be talking about DNA too. That is why they will look at Joseph Aloba and ask him, why did you make mistake? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? And they themselves, they are not as 10% as responsible as Emperor Joseph Aloba in taking care of their own children. They are failure in their own homes. Failure in their own homes. And you say you are looking for justice. And for Arifala Jogun, I want to say thank you to you. Thank you very much, Arifala Jogun, for living up to your expectations. Thank you for living up to your names. Thank you for living up to what people expect from you. You are a total criminal. And I heard a few days ago when you are saying, if anybody calls for Jokem, if anybody calls for Lighton, if any come of one with devil, you are going to come for them. I hope you know that I've come for them now. I'm expecting you to come for me. Arifala Jogun. You are a criminal. If you could superimpose a voice record on a video and you come out to the public space to play it for the whole world in order to tamper and to destroy an image of a fellow man, then Arifala Jogun, you are a fucking criminal. Criminal runs in your blood. No wonder you want Shagbe. Yahweh not to Shagbe. By the virtue of hereditary, you will transfer that same Agbe. You will transfer it to your children. Your children are in trouble. Your children are in trouble. You want paro on jale. Yahweh not to paro. What kind of foundation are you building for your children? We so shocked. If you continue like this, you are destroying the future of your children with your heart. Arifala Jogun, you are a disgrace, not only to justice for Mohbad, but to that of fatherhood. Some of you are not supposed to have any children because you are destroying the future of that children when the children are innocent, but you are digging a pit for them to go into, even before they know it themselves. Arifala Jogun, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. You are a monumental disgrace. You are a consistent disgrace. You are a total disgrace. You are a failure. I'm telling you the truth. in a sane society where laws work, what you did is enough to land you back into the prison where you belong. You have not learned your lesson with a counter with Oba. You have not learned any lesson. You are committing the same thing all over again. It means you are a hardened criminal. Arivala Jogun. Hardened criminal. Unrepentant criminal. That's who you are with your actions. Your actions sold you out. You are a liability to justice for Mohbad. Total liability. Ogo nye, to useless lára. Only people with questionable characters will give you reference. You have lost your place in a position of fighters, both past and present. In fact, you have been de-uniformed. Your rank, you have been de-ranked. If you deserve a gratuity, your gratuity has also been denied. You do not deserve any atom of outer of respect in J4M Arifalo Jogun. You are a disgrace. Total disgrace. That's who you are. And for the rest of the people, 2025 is a year of vengeance. Sunny is a year of karma. The rules of the game is simple. Avoid Emperor Joseph Aloba. Go and do your thing. I want to take Bedani. I want to take Besefse. Take Besori. Go and do your thing with them. Roll with your likes minds. The businessmen and women, go and be rolling together. Don't cross the path of Emperor Joseph Aloba. Because anytime you do so, senses will be kicked back into empty skull. The time of keep quiet, Emasoro is over. As we are giving you 30% gbasgbos, we'll be giving WUNMI, Cynthia Adebanjo 70% gbasgbos. It is a battle between light and darkness. We will not allow you to kill that man the way WUNMI Cynthia Adebanjo killed his son. The generals and the gladiators will stay at alert to dispel and to debunk all your lies and narrative. And as for YOMI, you have forged your natural path of destruction. Just follow it through. I warned you, I said you will not survive the onslaught of gladiators and that of Team WUNMI. The reality is down on you. And I'm telling you, YOMI, if care is not taken, oh my BNC Mike, you are a hope. I'm not denying it. But you are a flint of hope for those that have ganged up against Babaloba, not for the gladiators and generals. You are like Buhari for APC in 2015, when you have conglomeration of different parties, of different interests in their bid to defeat Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. They came together. After they defeated Jonathan, what happened? All of them were going for the guts of each other. But in this justice for Mohbad, we will not allow you to defeat Emperor Joseph Aloba before you scatter abroad. We shall scatter you. No form of alliance will work against Emperor Joseph Aloba. We stand firm. We continue to stand firm. Justice for Mohbad we shall get, not at the expense of life of Emperor Joseph Aloba. Emperor Joseph Aloba will not use his life as a sacrifice in your own hands before he gets justice for his son. He's going to live to enjoy the labor, to enjoy the profit for his labor over his son, Mohbad, whose life was taken by Wunmi Adebanjo. And before I go, I want to salute the resilience and resistance of General Gracie. God bless you for all you do for justice, General Gracie. That a lot of things actually happened. It was as if they were waiting for you to go on that leave before they struck. And as soon as you were there, they were striking. If not because of the gallantness of the generals and the gladiators, things would have gone way worse before your return. But we thank God because we were able to hold forth the stronghold before you return. So I want to say thank you for coming back this early. It is not easy, I know, but I need to applaud your dedications and your commitment to this. It's only God that can reward the General Gracie, shall prosper. The Bible says, no enchantment against David or the house of Jacob shall prosper. I say unto you, no enchantment against you and your household shall prosper henceforth again. And they say, lightning does not strike twice in the same place. General Gracie, the Lord shall restore everything you have lost in J4M.
Welcome back. So those are the people who are rooting for justice for Mohbad, and also they are in support of Mohbad's father, and they are against Yomi FABIYI. Yomi FABIYI also has his own followers, and one thing about this is that the same people you find on Mohbad's father's platform or any of this platform or friends or whoever it is making conversation, you'll still find them on Yomi FABIYI. It's like it's a serious matter. It's a complex. Human beings can be very, very complex. Well, on Yomi FABIYI's platform, I mean, the talk is that certain people are not comfortable because Yomi FABIYI sort of diverted the flow of donation. So the problem is competition. It seems there is light shining in the direction of Yomi FABIYI, and money will go there. And they don't like that. Like, why should anybody give anybody money when that person is not the bereaved, when you are not the one mourning the child? So why? It's like donation is not coming anymore. That's what they are saying. They say donation is not coming anymore, and this infuriated certain people. And they say this is why Mohbad's father is not happy. A lot of things have been said, and I'm kind of like wondering. I'm really wondering, kind of wondering about these things. It's a serious matter. I'm kind of wondering about it. They say donation is the issue. They are not happy, and because it seems Yomi FABIYI is making sense to some people, and they say Yomi FABIYI is trying to fleece members of the public, and there are people who are saying, is Mohbad's father not fleecing members of the public? There are people asking the same question, so it has become like a serious matter. Like, is Mohbad's father, they are not fleecing members of the public? That when he came out to do the accountability, oh, he's saying this, he's saying that, as if we are, people will always speak. That's just the thing. They say, what about Mohbad's father? All this while, oh, you are seeking for justice. Why can't you get the DNA done now? Questions and counter questions and counter responses. Everyone is just saying whatever it is that they want to say. Well, like I said, there is no time to waste. Cynthia wrote it publicly. This is not something that someone said. She said, ASAP, in 2 days, let's get this DNA done once and for all and end it there. So what is the problem in getting the DNA done quickly? Is it tissue sample that is the problem to obtain, or they need to contact where already Mohbad's father knows? That is the problem here. Mohbad's father knows that is going, the test is going to be tissue based. The man knows already because he did it. He did his own abroad. So he knows already. That's where I don't really understand some things. The man already knows. He has already gotten the knowledge of it. He did it. So when they said they are going to do DNA test on Liam, and when they went to court, maybe he's just not knowledgeable enough. When they went to court, maybe the lawyer later told him, look, this one that we have to upgrade it to tissue base. Maybe that's the thing there. The thing is this: people are tired of slow motion. They want it fast. At least this DNA, let's get it out of the way so that we can know how to channel, where to channel our energy.